move in the middle. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling Bharat that he should move. Oh, we're live. Okay, Gargi, so start. So, lots going on here. While we are obviously will be talking about the India Oman match because that's where the focus will be tonight for the Indian team. Will there be any changes in the playing 11? Will we possibly see a Harshit Rana come into the team or an Arshdeep Singh come into the team? Or, a bit of tinkering with the batting lineup as well, considering not most of the batters haven't got a chance or haven't gotten any game time yet. But for now, what we will start with, and as we get closer to the game, we'll talk about it. But what we will start with is the tussle that we're seeing between Pakistan Cricket Board and the ICC. We have a new update on it. Boria, tell us about the details. Yeah, and we are also seeing the Pakistan media trying to defend the act. Yeah. Multiple media people have tried to defend the act. Let me first take Ashok's comments. Ashok, why are you hiding? Now let me tell which is a better angle for you. Where? I'm trying to figure out which is the right angle. No, I just asked. Yes, I think this is better. It's better? जो था वही रहने दो. I just asked Bharat to move to the left so that I could also. Or what is it? ये ठीक है. Clearly, you're not able to pin me down. No. You've opened the camera. Click that arrow. Yeah. Ashok, all yours. Yes. So first, let me start with the second point that Gargi made. I think this is a perfect opportunity for India to look at giving a chance to either Harshit Rana or Arshdeep to come in and bowl. And the other person I expect will get a chance is Rinku Singh. I think they will look at rejigging the batting order. I would be surprised if they don't. And maybe move Sanju Samson up or down, but to get Rinku Singh in is what I'm thinking. And I think that will be a good thing because it will give the squad the opportunity to go out there and feel what it feels like in the middle. I think it's a good idea, and they should do that. Of course, it depends on the toss and who's batting first. And no. First, you give us Pakistan. You come to this in a bit. Take the bull by the horn. All this can wait. Exactly. You've got lots of time today to dissect every single thing possible. So I think, look, first of all, this whole thing started with the handshake, no handshake. The handshake gate. Yeah, the no handshake gate. And I think at that stage, it was about what is sportsmanship, what is not, and what is the debate was really about whether it is a done deal or not. It did not tantamount to breaking the rules at any point of time or holding any stakeholder to ransom. The big difference in the way the Pakistan team and the Pakistan Cricket Board has conducted themselves since then is one, lacking cogent thought process in terms of what they really want to do, and two, really holding stakeholders to ransom, which I think is just not acceptable. To say that pending a decision on the match referee, we are not going to come or we're going to come 1 hour late, and the game starts 1 hour late, putting the plans of the broadcaster, putting the players on hold, putting advertisers in jeopardy is not done at all. It is going to have an impact on the reputation of the team, which is not going to be just restricted to this particular tournament, but will have far-reaching conclusions. Now, the whole thing is such that it has, whatever action that they had taken, as I said, not cogently thought through, it has now resulted in egg on their faces because they've gone ahead and taken on the ICC on this. The ICC, I must say to their credit, has stuck to the rules, and this was a very delicate matter in terms of what the ICC would do. And I think they have been professional. They have been very, very clear in terms of any transgression of rules. They need to come down heavy, and I think they took prompt action. And now I think Pakistan really has no recourse of any action. They don't know where to turn to in this current situation. But Gargi, Pakistan team manager is saying that the media manager is part of the squad and has authorized access to the player and media officials area. I say, presence is not a violation, and ICC protocols include provisions that allow media managers to use cameras. If the SOP was not followed, the ICC should question the match referee on whether he reported the matter to the ACU. First of all, that's the response, by the way. That's the PCB response. Yeah.
That's PCB's response to ICC. But funny how it's always Andy Pycroft. It all comes back to Andy Pycroft at the end. I don't know how in PCB's scenario somehow bichara it comes down to the match referee as to why he didn't do it. You were shooting him. You were sitting there. So anyway, but they've mentioned those points that the media manager can go in and record and all of those stuff, but are you still able to record the match of officials? I think that's the rule that they've broken, right?
See, the rule is very simple. They are saying, why did he not report it to the ACU?
Yeah.
From what we know from our ICC sources, and very clear, that the ICC, the officials there did report. The ACU official did come and tell Pakistan this is not allowed. You cannot record the match officials. The ACU officials did tell PCB, or rather the Pakistan media manager, this is not allowed. The response was, you stop us from doing it, we are boycotting. So it was blackmail.
So
It was blackmail, number one. Number one. Number two, can anyone come and tell us, Ashok, you have been in corporate life for 25, 30 years. Gargi, Bharat, you will also take that. The point is, did anybody tell Andy Pycroft that we will mute the video and put it out? What ethics is that? And then you are imputing words into Andy Pycroft's mouth.
Which I think is the second
That's the
aspect, which
worst
is that
thing.
you are saying he said sorry.
He didn't say sorry.
Exactly.
We don't know. So I think that also is that you're coming to the game.
By the way, we do
without clean
know.
hands.
We do know what Andy Pycroft said. You want to know? We now know from Pakistan. We now know from sources in Pakistan only. I mean, the people, Pakistan media also knows. They will not report this. Pakistan media knows Andy Pycroft has not said so. You know what Andy Pycroft said, Bharat Ramraj? I'll tell you what Andy Pycroft said. This is exactly what Andy Pycroft said. I avoided a more embarrassing situation of Salman Aga offering the hand and getting snubbed.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He did not use the word sorry, not apology.
Yeah, logical.
That is what he said. I avoided a more embarrassing situation of Aga offering his hand and getting snubbed. That is what Andy Pycroft did. Now, imagine this, Bharat. I record this meeting. I mute the audio and then I go and said, oh, Bharat said this without even, you don't, your hands are tied, you're a punching bag now.
Yeah.
Did I ask you? No one knows. Did Pycroft know that the meeting was being recorded? Did Pycroft know that the meeting recording was being put out in the public domain? Did Pycroft know that it was being muted and put out in the public domain? Kitna giroge bhai? How unethical can you be? If I record this meeting and put it out in the public domain without taking consent from the three people here, and then I mute it and I say, oh, you know what? Gargi said X, Bharat said Y, and Ashok said Z. How disgusting is that, Bharat Ramraj?
Yeah, we'll get to the focal point here. I think Pakistan Cricket Board's ego has been hurt. It hurt very badly. So that is why they want to show it to their public that they have taken some action, that they have hit back at the ICC, that they have hit back at India in some way or the other. So that is why I guess they are doing all this. I feel bad for Pycroft, first of all, having followed him as a Zimbabwe cricketer, as well as a referee. He's someone who comes across as a good man, always is a behind the scenes man. And to do all this, to record a video, and then without him knowing it, maybe without his consent, and then to put it across on social media platforms. Yes, by muting it, it doesn't really make much sense, and it goes against Andy Pycroft. As I noted, I feel bad for him. It just comes to the point that Pakistan Cricket Board's ego is hurt very badly, and that is why they want to show to their people that they have taken some action in relation to the handshake gate and whatever Surya Kumar Yadav said in the presser.
I think Pycroft is perhaps not seen the limelight like he has in the last couple of days. He would never have thought that when he packed his bags and came over for officiating this tournament, he would never have thought that this would be the kind of spotlight on him. But I want to ask you, perhaps Gargi and Boria, this question. Do you think that Pakistan underestimated that when they put out the video, that such prompt action would not be taken? Is it being brazen, saying that they could get away with it, or is it that they were not expecting this kind of reaction?
I don't think they were expecting it. I think maybe they thought that they would get away with it. Uh, where did the
Perhaps
Indian?
they didn't think too much about it because the
Yeah.
ego has been hurt so
The-
badly that they just wanted to take some action without really thinking what would be the consequences they might have gone in.
No, I think first we need to figure out where the initial lie came from that Andy Pycroft had apologized. Where did that come from? Did that come from Pakistani journalists?
Yeah, I mean, it came out. I'm sure PCB must have fed that, no?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We need to figure out where that came from because that was an absolute lie. As soon as that video came out, or even before the video, it had started circulating that Andy Pycroft had apologized to the PCB, and that's the reason why the players have been now told to go to the stadium and and participate in the match. So out and out, it's been an absolute one lie after the other from the PCB. Also, you're talking about the match referee not taking any action. Was the match referee's consent taken before they posted this video?
That's exactly what I just said. That was three questions straight. Was the match referee's consent taken to even record the video? Number one. Was the match referee's consent taken to put the video out? Number two. Was the match referee's consent taken to put the video out but mute the audio? Because did the word apology be used in the meeting? From what we now know, the answer is no. The word apology was never used by Andy Pycroft. If the word apology was used, why don't you put out the video with the audio and tell the world? What is it? Which ethics? Ashok, can you tell me this? Have you ever heard ethics like this? कहाँ का ethics है कि आपने एक video चला दिया उसको mute करके?
Absolutely. That's what I said, that you're not coming to the table with clean hands. And on top of that, I think they are being pretty amateurish in terms of say expecting that there will be no actions or no reactions to their action, especially when they play out something like this and expect that when the rules have been broken, no action will be taken. I really think that in terms of crisis of this kind, I mean, at least drawing from corporate experience, in a crisis like this, you've got to be thinking three steps ahead rather than really doing a knee jerk reaction. And this is where I think they have been caught with their pants down.
Absolutely. I mean, this has been Fitmonk. I'm just taking some comments
Yeah,
here.
do that.
Yeah. Such cricketing is saying such below par tournament, not even a single game of 200. Boring post match banters is what we are watching. Where is the cricket? There is plenty of cricket going on. Um, there was one. Okay. Kaushik Burman is saying, I think Boriada should stop doing stories on an irrelevant cricket team. Instead, instead, I suggest you should try on the new look Sri Lankan side. They have potential to beat India.
Sri Lanka is looking very good.
Yeah.
Let's be fair. He's asked a very good question. Under Sanath Jayasuriya, who's a very good, very good cricket brain. Very good. I've known Sanath for donkeys years. Sanath's a very good dancer, by the way. Sanath's a fantastic dancer. Sanath. I don't know if Ashok knows this. Ashok, did you give some work to Sanath during your star days? I don't know.
No,
You did?
there was some work done, but I for sure never knew he was a dancer.
Sanath and I, we've done multiple events together. Okay,
You danced as well?
No, me and dancing like, Gargi eating chicken. So it's like that. So no chance. But Sanath would be a regular in Bombay. During my days in 2011 World Cup, he and I were part of the same panel. And then he's invited us over multiple times to his house in Sri Lanka. Sanath, and he's a very fun guy. He's a real fun guy, Sanath Jayasuriya. Good guy, good cricket brain, tremendous cricket brain, of course, an incredibly good player. And he's transformed the Sri Lankan side. Look, who said the games aren't interesting? Yesterday, I thought was a fascinating game. 169 with Mohammad Nabi hitting 5 sixes in that final over. 170 in a difficult batting track. Who says only 200 games are interesting? Did anybody say that? That, you only have to have 200 scored and only then will such games become interesting? Who has said this?
No one.
No.
No one.
170 was a very good game.
In fact, I love low scoring games because then they add that extra thrill of.
And Kusal Mendes batted wonderfully well. Kamindu came and hit those shots. I thought Afghanistan as a defending side with their spinners is an excellent defending side. Noor did not have much impact. Rashid bowled 4 for 23. But Sri Lanka batted outstandingly well to register that victory and knock them out of the tournament. So I thought, first, it was a quality cricket game. Secondly, I also think Sri Lanka is a very good side. Let's go to Bharat on that. Bharat has been making this point about Sri Lanka being a very good side. Bharat, why don't you say that, and we'll come back to Pakistan again.
Yeah, they have a useful side. The main point to look at with Sanat Jayasuriya is, I think, is brought stability to that setup. There was a time with that Sri Lankan side in limited overs cricket when they used to make a lot of changes, and that resulted in Sri Lanka not having that kind of stability to their lineup. I think that is what is done really well alongside Charita Salanka. Is to have the required firepower in terms of their batting lineup. Someone like Asalanka might still be struggling a little bit, but Kusal Pereira is there. They have obviously Kusal Mandis scored some runs yesterday. And in terms of their bowling, I think Chamira is bowling perhaps his best in the recent past. That's a good sign. He's been around. He's been around for very long. Yes, Nuwan Tushar is there, as is Patirana. Obviously, Patirana has lost his form. I think his biomechanics of his action are such that sometimes few screws of his action might loosen up and he might lose his way. But still, they have enough bowlers. As you know, Tiksana, as you know, Hasaranga is there. So they have the useful attack for these conditions. If they get the right kind of conditions, they can restrict the opponent and then for their batting lineup to come good. And I have to mention someone like Patum Nisanka is someone who started out as a player with very good techniques, solid edits of batsmanship. But as the years have gone by, he has branched out his game a little bit. Yes, maybe he has some work to do in relation to T20 cricket, but I think he has brought that kind of solidarity to Sri Lanka's batting lineup at the top of the order, and that is really helping others to branch out their game, the likes of Kusal Pereira and Mondays.
Let me answer some custom
Yeah,
questions. Gargi, why are you ignoring my question? Give
Ma'am,
laptop to
I-
Travis said he's intelligent guy.
I was going to just answer. Rohan, 2 minutes to do. Answer लेने के लिए question लेने के लिए, but here we go. This is the question that Rohan is asking.
What is the
Rohan
question?
is saying, Boria, why only talking about Pakistan? They are finished. I think you should talk about Sri Lanka. They are playing super cricket.
He just answered that.
Yeah, we were just talking about Sri Lanka. आपने wait ही नहीं किया. पहले-
Asalanka, Jayasuriya coaching, हमने तो यही किया भाई.
वही बात तो की. There is one from Dex as well. Dex is asking, will ICC come hard on PCB now? And is it their last ever Asia? Last तो नहीं होगा. But do you think ICC will come hard at
Ashok,
PCB?
I'm actually thinking, I'll come to that, but I was thinking on a different line. Under the circumstances, what does Andy Pycroft have recourse to in terms of action? I mean, if injustice has been done to him, is there an action that he can take? And why would he, the points that you made, Boria, which is that you've not taken your approval to first record the video, second to put it out there, third to mute it. You are then misrepresenting what he has said in an official.
Dignity is violated.
Exactly.
So then
His
why would you
dignity
keep
is
quiet? And what is
he should go to the ICC
Exactly.
as his employer and say, you ought to put out a statement on my behalf saying that, by muting this video, they have harmed my dignity as a match official and as an employee of the ICC, and you ought to stand up and protect my dignity. If today she is violated, or he is violated, or you are violated, it is my job to stand up and put that out. Simple as that.
And so it comes a full circle where now he should demand an apology instead of checking whether he is apologized. I think that is what
I can guarantee this. I mean, obviously, my Andy Pycroft has not come and told this in my ear, but one can guarantee this, that he will not say that mute the video and put it out.
exactly.
ये कभी हुआ नहीं है. I mean, it is such a bummer. No, you mute a video and put it out. It's so unethical.
It's a complete representation.
Travesty.
Look, you can say anything, na? Then I can
कुछ
have
बोल
a
सकते.
fight on Twitter with Bharat. I can then record this live show and put it without audio and say that Bharat has apologized to me.
Exactly.
How is that? And suppose if no action was taken, if none of us batted an eye, what precedence is this setting? First of all, I don't think that video should have ever come out. First of all, what was Pakistan trying to portray? They were definitely trying to portray that, look, Andy Pycroft is having a conversation with us. He has apologized to us, and that is the reason why why we're playing the match, because clearly the portrayal that ICC was trying to sort of show their people back home was that we made the ICC bow down in front of us.
Okay, so what is this? Take my Suman Avasthi, take my compliment, Bharat sir. He's looking like an undercover hi-fi tech support guy from Jasusi picture.
अभी ऐसे and they always have these ऐसे ही cars, पीछे पूरा setup होता है,
कहाँ
IT
होता है?
करके पूरा hack कर
With
देते हैं.
3 screens and
ये कहाँ होता है ये सब?
Movies में.
अच्छा, movies में.
Bharat, do you think you can unmute that video and put it out? The actual the actual audio.
well,
दीपक शर्मा प्लीज
technically
हिंदी में
could
बात
make
कर
them
लो
shake
दादा.
hands.
इंग्लिश प्लेटफॉर्म है, हिंदी फिर भी तो बोल रहे हैं. इंग्लिश प्लेटफॉर्म है, हिंदी इंग्लिश मिला के ही तो कर रहे हैं. व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम सर? व्हाट इज द
I
फर्दर?
just wanted to add
हाँ
a
हाँ
little bit
प्लीज
about
प्लीज
Sri Lanka, if I can.
प्लीज ऐड. यस इंडीड.
Yeah, I just brought up a few players' names. See, especially this Nuwan Tushara, I just wanted to add a little bit about him. In these conditions, maybe slow and low pitches, he might just come into the equation. I know he took a 4 for in the last match because it's a very slingy action, and in his conditions where the ball is perhaps staying a little lower, that is where his style of bowling could come in the picture. Actually, I thought that Isan Malinga could have been selected somewhere in the squad because he has the right attributes, but yes, Sri Lanka stuck to their guns, perhaps rightly so, and got Dovan Toshara to come into the picture in these conditions, and is doing quite well.
But Ashok, another question from me. Before that, some interesting comments. We will keep taking comments today. Are you guys staying at the Atlantis? Next time, Ashok will put us all at the Atlantis. Ashok,
For sure.
Atlantis. So next time, this time we are staying in apartments, not the Atlantis, but the Palm is a tremendously
If the
nice.
viewership comes in, there will be monetization, and we will obviously go to the Atlantis.
No question, no question. Our team will be there. Somebody is asking, did I have a chat with Vikrant and Vimal about the Pakistan controversies? Why? What for? No. I don't think I need to have a chat with anybody except my team. My team is good enough and much more knowledgeable actually. So let's keep it at that. Gargi is Rev Sports team heavy driver.
हाँ बिल्कुल.
She apparently drives very well, though I keep saying apparently because she's never driven, or I have not had the courage to, or summoned the courage to get into a car with her.
अभी लेके चलती हूँ, लाइव शुरू रखो.
मैं बोल दिया ना, मैं बोल दिया तुम जगह नहीं रहेगा तुम्हारे लिए. So मुंह मत
मेरी
खुलवाओ,
गलती नहीं थी.
मुंह मत खुलवाओ, तो छोड़ दो. मैं चुप रह रहा हूँ, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है.
एक स्टेडियम
नहीं,
के
मैं नहीं जाने
The
वाला.
license.
मैं नहीं जाने वाला.
I do.
Feels like a battle between Tom and Jerry.
अरे
भाई.
okay.
Okay. Wait.
Riyan Singh.
But on a serious question, Ashok, tell me. See, today morning the Supreme Court of India has given a judgment on football.
Yeah.
All of you, by the way. The big bone of contention in that judgment is no elections for 1 year. Why? Because the Supreme Court has said this committee continues, elections will not happen, and we all celebrated the judgment because we felt now that the Supreme Court has not ordered elections means FIFA ban will not happen because there is no case of third-party intervention.
Yeah.
Right? The international charter is very clear. FIFA is very clear. IOC is very clear. If there is third-party intervention, there will be a ban.
Yeah.
Right? And FIFA had mentioned that in that letter also.
Yeah.
Now, what about Pakistan cricket? There is clear case of third-party intervention. Naqvi is Interior Affairs Minister. The thing happened in Lahore. Is there a case of direct third-party intervention, political intervention in the affairs of the PCB? Should the ICC or is the ICC in a position to cite third-party intervention and say action should be taken? Because clearly, this is not a cricketing call. This guy has a absolute case of conflict of interest, Naqvi. He's the Interior Affairs Minister and he's also the head of the PCB. And these actions which are being taken, who is taking it? Is the Interior Affairs Minister taking it? Is there a case of political intervention? Ashok, Gargi, Bharat.
Absolutely. I think, like I said, this matter is now about breaking the rules. It is really about, lowering the dignity of the match referee. It is transgression of his rights, and there is a conflict of interest. I think it does necessitate a clarion call in terms of a third-party vested interest here and taking action. Perhaps case enough for Mohsin Naqvi to exit the office. I think there is definitely a case that ICC needs to take up here, and I think they will pursue this because the issue is that if you don't do that, then you are then laying down a precedence which would be very, very harmful for all teams, all franchises going forward in any of the tournaments.
Gargi?
No, this is the question that I've been bringing up ever since this entire thing happened because the actions that Naqvi is taking, Mr. Naqvi is taking, they are clearly they are clearly in favor of Pakistan, and you can tell that he's acting as the Interior Affairs Minister. When he put out that tweet that nothing is more important than the prestige of my country, what does that say? Are these not grounds for for conflict of interest? Did Mohsin Naqvi ever act in neutrality when this entire ordeal happened? I don't think we have solid proof saying that Mohsin Naqvi throughout the entire thing was neutral. What about the fact that these videos were put out that Mohsin Naqvi then puts out a tweet that the Pakistan team has been told to now go to the stadium? Does that not mean that he's very very actively involved in everything that happened?
Bharat?
Yeah, just continue on.
But look at
Continue
that.
on what is.
Dozens of Indian jerseys now.
Yes, these are the
Are they selling it?
yeah.
Yeah, they are the sellers, right? The Indian jerseys must be. Yeah, Bharat.
Yeah, let's continue on what she said. I think Mohsin Naqvi is doing all that because his ego has been hurt very badly. His bloated ego has been really hurt, and that is why, in such circumstances, he's just perhaps acting without really thinking what could be the consequences of it, and that is resulted in, or that has resulted in the mess where Andy Pycroft, whatever happened with him, with video being recorded and then finally being put out on social media platforms and it being muted. They're just taking actions without really thinking about what could be the consequences of it, and because of that, I think they have found themselves in a mess, in a quagmire from where they perhaps would struggle to come back to come back to safer waters.
We'll take lots of questions today. Ramesh,
I just wanted to make one quick.
Yes, please, please.
I'm just thinking, as the responses were coming in, when was the last time you saw such
Tell you something,
brazen?
before you finish this, your 18 cans of Coke, you left it in their office or what?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Come on, here, Ashok, are you? Why did we give them 18 cans of Coke? Tell Vinod to give it back to us. Anyway, you make your
said to
point.
retain it back there.
Those, we could have used these 18 cans of Coke. We'll go back and take them back. Anyway, you make your point.
So I was asking, when was the last time that for a cricket tournament at this stature level, you've seen such blatant brazenness in terms of.
I don't remember.
Exactly my point, which is that you don't. I mean, come on, we've grown out of this. I don't think that you expect this at this level of cricket, right? And what is the signal that we are sending out to the world? Forget the world of cricket.
I honestly, the way this tournament has panned out and the way the PCB has now taken the battle to the ICC and ACC has been dragged in. It's as if ACC is Mr. Naqvi's personal fiefdom. It's a strange one. Ashok, your question is a very fair one. I don't remember from memory any cricket tournament in recent times where things have become as brazen as this. Lots of questions. We'll take quite a few. As I said, keep the questions coming. Ramesh, it's a comment more. Why you guys try to be little what Vimal Kumar all the time? Look, I don't think anybody's. Vimal is a friend. Vimal is a respectable journalist. That's where it ends. No question of littling him, no question belittling him, no question of praising him. Vimal doesn't matter to our work doesn't matter to Vimal. Finished. Both we it's harmonious and peaceful coexistence. You can go and ask Vimal all his career, wherever he has helped, asked me for help, I have helped him, including during his book, congratulated, helped in every possible manner. And my stand remains the same for every journalist. Whoever it is, if somebody is part of my fraternity, I will help that person. I hope that answers your question, Ramesh. Hated by many, defeated by none. Remember the name Andy Pycroft.
This is what I'm saying. That it
Hated
is
by
time.
many, defeated by none. Remember the name Andy Pycroft. Gargi, Pitmonk's question.
बिल्कुल बढ़िया. Hated क्या है?
Hated by many. defeated by none. Remember the name, Andy Pycroft.
Andy Pycroft is the epitome, epitome of neutrality at this point, because he's saying nothing, he's doing nothing, yet he's in the headlines, and everything, like I said, according to PCB, everything, all the blame lies on Andy Pycroft some way or the other, no matter how he tries to save himself. There is on super chat.
हाँ बोलेंगे बट पहले आप खत्म करो.
हाँ.
एंडी पाइक्रोफ्ट
Andy Pycroft बेचारे वो आके फंस जाते हैं हर बार. I don't know how that happens. You put out that PCB puts out that video, mutes the video, says that Andy Pycroft has apologized to us, and then when the ICC prompts them and says that this is, you are violating PMOA regulations, then PCB says, why did the match referee not do anything? Are?
Ashok, is Andy Pycroft the best known match referee ever of all time?
The most famous one.
He's well on his way to getting there, if not already there. But
বাংলায় বলেন ওর ভাত হজম হবে না এরপরে অশোক কি বলছেন মহালয়ার দিনে বাপ বেটা হচ্ছেটা কি
মহালয়া হয়ে গেছে
রবিবার
21
তারিখ পরশু দিন ইন্ডিয়া পাকিস্তান খেলার দিন.
No, I want to make one point though in response to that chat comment that came in. Look, I think there are three things that we need to talk about. One, as regards PCB, there is a clear protocol violation of the PMOA area in terms of the media rules that apply. Second, there is misrepresentation, misleading communication of the match referee. And three, holding stakeholders to ransom by saying we will not come to the ground and then finally coming 1 hour late. Three clear counts on which action needs to be taken.
I mean, I don't know if action will be taken or not, but I'm extremely disappointed at the way this whole thing. PCB an insult, never-ending love story, says Fitmonk. There are some cricket questions. We will keep taking lots of questions. Yash Sharma, do you think Arshdeep will play today's match by giving rest to Bumrah for upcoming Sunday's match? What is your opinion? Bharat, take that. Yash Sharma.
He should.
Sorry, which one?
Arshdeep will play, Bumrah rested.
Well, that's a difficult question to answer because Harshit Rana also bowled a lot of overs. He was bowling quite quick a couple of days ago, and yesterday batted and hit a few sixes. Always remember that this particular management, rightly or wrongly, they look at someone who can bat a bit at number 8. So Harshit Rana, with this little bit of batting ability, with this little bit of ability to hit sixes, he could also be in the equation, or it could be like both Harshit Rana and Arshdeep Singh will be picked, and they will not just rest Bumrah, they will also rest one of the spinners. But from Arshdeep Singh's point of view, I just hope that he can get a chance, he can get an opportunity, because he didn't play in the Test series against England, he didn't play in the Champions Trophy, he was always struggling with his in-swinger on the sidelines in the practice session. And here, he still seemed to be struggling a little bit with his finger, because each time he took a catch, almost each time he took a high catch, he was yelling a little bit, shouting. So from that perspective, I just hope that he gets a chance. But I won't rule out Harshit Rana playing, because I think he got a longer spell than Arshdeep Singh, and he also bowled quite quick. And Gautam Gambhir was having a pep talk with him at least for 20-30 minutes.
Okay. So that's your answer. He's given you a detailed answer. Parasuram Sathakarni, there's a super chat. I'm surprised why BCCI has not raised an official complaint to PCB on Mohammad Yusuf's filthy comment on Surya. Surya is our captain and our pride. Gargi, why should we? Why should BCCI even bother going to PCB on something?
No. In fact, in the BCCI has been very graciously handing themselves, the management and the team. They have not done anything. They are not putting the blame on anyone. They are focusing on their cricket. Surya Kumar Yadav went out there, did what he needed to do. He did not shake hands. He did not, and he sort of in that press conference spoke about the victims of the terror attacks, and that's it. That's it. What else did the Indian team do? There was no video from the PMOA. There was no, lie peddling from or whatsoever. It was just they did what they needed to do and they went away. Now all the spotlight is on Pakistan because clearly their ego has been hurt.
Someone saying Satyam Tiwari, India needs to check bench strength today. What do you guys think about it, Ashok?
Yeah, I said this in the beginning of this chat that one, I think definitely the two things that I expect to happen. One, either Arshdeep or Harshit Rana gets a look in, and Rinku Singh, I think it's a great opportunity to give him some time out there in the middle. I think I'm expecting that these two changes for sure will happen. In terms of a rejig of the batting order, that is also likely, and I think those would be the three things that I would look forward to today.
Somebody has given me a suggestion of a new dosa chain, Anurag Malpani, which has opened near my house in Calcutta.
Wow.
Boss, wonderful. 4 straight 200-meter titles for Noah Lyles. Insane. Absolutely. Noah will now go mad and start jumping all over the tracks like he does. Fourth straight 200-meter titles for Noah Lyles. Oh, wow. Absolutely wow. Uh, okay. Nakvi literally exploited his power being ACC president, not neutral. Kudos to Jay to do it the best way possible. Abhishek Chaudhary.
No,
Nakvi
that
is in conflict of interest.
I've been saying that since the very beginning. I mean, when you raise, look, where was the first sort of reaction from Pakistan after that handshake, right? And it did not exactly come from the PCB; it came from Mohsin Naqvi. Now, as the ACC chair, if someone from the PCB had come up to Mohsin Naqvi and said, "This is wrong. This shouldn't have happened," and then Mohsin Naqvi acted on it, I would have understood that he's sort of acting as a chair and trying to diffuse the situation, or whatever, or trying to take action, whatever he wants to do. But it came from Mohsin Naqvi. He made that tweet that nothing is more important than the prestige of my country. Is that not a conflict? And I've been asking this question over and over again in all of the shows that I've done. When it comes to neutrality, where is Mohsin Naqvi's neutrality? Because totally in everything that he has been doing, he's been acting as the Interior Affairs Minister of Pakistan. He's not. I don't see any neutrality in his decisions whatsoever. That press conference, what was that about? When the match, when they were threatening to boycott the match, they said that Mohsin Naqvi is going to come out and do a press conference. Was he not a representative of Pakistan over there in that press conference? Yes, it was said that Ramiz Raja would join him, but at that point it looked like Mohsin Naqvi would be there as the representative of the team, or Pakistan if the match had not happened, and then address the press. So these questions.
Yash is again asking, will Sanju come to bat at the top of the order? Past 3 matches he didn't bat as he does today. Basically
Game time.
Game time, and that is his opportunity. Before that, someone said Reenu Srivastav. Boryada Manoj Dimri is the next star of sports journalism. Manoj is a good little kid. I gave him his first break, and that's what he is. He's a kid. Let's leave it at that. But he's a nice kid. He's a good kid. He used to work for me during my India Today days. I remember backing him to the hilt. But that's what it is. He's a nice little kid. That's what I'll say. He's a good guy.
The funniest question.
What is the
ever.
question?
Any chances of rain?
Ashok, you're the local.
I'm inclined to say never say no again, but from what we can see from our car, we have a vantage view. Looks highly unlikely.
When is Hindi Live starting?
Some cloud seed or
Absolutely
something
no.
if they do.
Cloud bus. Absolutely no idea. But Shubhan went in. He ran in because he was hungry.
5:30.
Rohit Juglan is in Dubai. He is attending the Pakistan. He will be. We will send him if Pakistan does a press conference to ask questions. We don't know whether he will be allowed to ask or not. So Rohit Juglan has stayed back in Dubai while we are in Abu Dhabi. Shubhan will do the Hindi live. He's just gone in inside the media box to get his stuff charged. But we are confident that he will start soon. Otherwise, we'll give
By
some.
the way, someone reminded Aryan Bagde has brought up a great point, which I was thinking of discussing with you guys.
Please.
Andy Pycroft being banned from entering Pakistan by the Interior Affairs Ministry. Let's take it away.
Matlab?
Wasn't he banned? Or was that a rumor?
Rumor.
Are you sure?
100%. All that is rumor. Chodo, bekar hai. All this is memes of Twitter.
ये उसी के तरह है क्या वो
वही है.
कि
Nakvi has made this Asia Cup like a big boss show. Fit monk.
Correct.
Bharat.
Yeah, I guess it's correct only. It feels less about cricket now. It feels more about something else. Even someone like Andy Pycroft, I remember him as a gritty batsman who
3 tests, 3 tests, 9 ODIs.
Yeah, he
3 tests, 9
he
ODIs.
made his test debut in the 92 test against India, the Zimbabwe's first test match, and he really stonewalled the Indian team. That's what I remember Andy Pycroft for. But after coming here, uh, he's become famous for something else. And even in terms of how it worked out on that particular day with regard to Pakistan versus UAE game, it seemed more like a James Bond movie with lots of plots and subplots every single minute. When I was covering just outside the Dubai Stadium, I could hear all kinds of rumors. So yes, it's right to say that it's become more like a Big Boss television show. There are plots and subplots every single minute, every 5 minutes.
I want to make a statement here. I'm sure that Bharat has never seen a single Big Boss show
Yeah, yeah.
because this is not Big Boss.
Only because of Salman Khan, I saw half of it.
Ah,
Clearly, now you are coming out with it.
Bharat, you are a champion. Bharat, you're a Salman Khan fan, huh, Bharat?
Though I'm more of his friend's fan,
Who's friend?
Salman Khan,
The show.
Amir Khan's.
Acha, Amir Khan's fan.
No, so I'm saying this is not Big Boss. This is not even Small Boss. In fact, it is some Chindi local, Mumbai local detective novelette that you see, that we are seeing, because this has not reached the proportions of something which can really have far-reaching implications in terms of an action being taken, or something that is going to set a precedence which is going to change the way the game is looked at. In fact, as I said before, what is going to happen, what is already happening, is that there is egg on the face of the PCB, and is only going to become worse as they keep digging this hole.
Okay, so Praveen, you've asked me this question a million times. I don't avoid questions. I don't avoid anything. That's not me. It doesn't matter to me. You've asked me, you're avoiding the question, but we just want to know how big a deal is to reveal your source, because Rohit Juglan unknowingly revealed his source. It's upon the journalist. And I'm giving you a serious answer. If I want to reveal all my sources, it's upon me. A journalist can never be pushed or forced to reveal a source. But if the journalist unknowingly, inadvertently, knowingly, happily, whatever, he or she wants to, if today Gargi wants to reveal her source or Ashok wants to reveal his source, it's his problem or her problem. How is it a problem? As far as his editor is concerned, I want the correct story. If he doesn't give me the correct story, I'll pull him out. If he makes a mistake, he has to come honest to me and tell me why he's made a mistake. That's all. What source, whether he reveals it or not reveals it, it doesn't give me it doesn't matter to me. I want the correct sporting story, and he has to come and give me that story. Matter ends. I hope I've given you the answer.
Abhishek Chaudhary.
Now, bolo.
Naqvi is not just under one spotlight, but rather three: ACC, PCB, and Pakistan government. Which
Sahi
is,
bol. Sahi bol.
and I brought this point up a couple of lives ago that I'm sure Mohsin Naqvi is
Baki
also.
padho na, ye acha hai. It's the same moment like Spider-Man in Multiverse. That's actually a nice one.
Yeah. So I'm sure he's also under immense pressure from the Pakistan government to
200%.
save face.
200%. I mean, this is, of course, he's under pressure. I mean, make no mistake, he's under pressure from his own government.
Is Neeraj done? One bad
Ah.
performance in 5 years.
Don't get me started on this.
And you're saying, is Neeraj Chopra done?
Don't get me started on this. I mean, the fellow comes out in the press conference, and by the way, it is there on NNIS,
Tells you.
and tells you he's had a back pain. He's not trained for 2 weeks. He could not train for 2 weeks. He could not move his back. His physio Ishan Marwaha had to give him, back massages twice a day. There were doctors, specialists coming. The federation had been informed. It's not as if he had hidden it from the federation. The federation was informed that despite that, he somehow managed the injury, went and qualified. He said, "Acha throw lag gaya." He qualified for the finals. He was always skeptical. He did not hide it from anybody and gave his best. Where is the question of Neeraj getting done coming from? Come on. At 2,700 days at the top of his game. As long as it lasted this run, it was phenomenal. 26 international competitions between 2018 and 2026, and we are questioning after one loss. Give us a break. Give us a break.
Give Neeraj a break. Come on.
That's the point.
Yes, please.
So, yeah. See, with Neeraj Chopra, one has to also understand that he's trying to perhaps change his or tweak his technique a little bit. And even if you are the greatest champion, it will take a little bit of time to get used to or get adjusted to a slightly different way of throwing. I think that's what is happening with Neeraj as well. I understand back problem. He had a back problem as well. So I think this is another point. Maybe it will take a few more months for him to tweak this particular technique or to get adjusted to this particular technique. What is happening is with Neeraj Chopra, he tended to throw a little more towards the left. He himself said that, and that is why he was losing a lot of his kinetic energy. And due to that, he was not able to throw over 90 meters.
But there he got hurt as well.
Yes, yes,
I mean, he mentioned that
yes,
point
yes.
about throwing the left. So that's the point.
Yes, it kind of worked with him for him this year when he went and threw over 90 meters.
90.23.
But it is also maybe a little more inconsistent because he's trying to change his technique and he has had a back problem as well. So considering all that, I think it will take a few more months. He will be back to his best. I'll give another example. Yannick Sinner, he lost to Alcaraz. His head-to-head record is pretty poor against Alcaraz, although he's winning a lot of matches this year. And what did he say after losing to Alcaraz? He basically said that I want to become unpredictable next year like Alcaraz. Even if I lose a few matches, it is fine because I really want to match Alcaraz in terms of the matchup. So that tells you something about a champion's mindset, that he's fine with losing a few matches, and just because he wants to really match up to someone like Alcaraz. So that is how Neeraj Chopra is. Well, he's also from a
उतना क्यों जा रहे हो, Bharat?
yes,
The guy Keshawn Walcott who won, when did he win a gold at the Olympics?
2012.
Correct. So 14 years later, 13 years later, he comes and wins a world championship. Where was Keshawn Walcott in the last few months? 85, 86 maximum throw. 13 years after an Olympic gold medal, the guy wins it again. Neeraj Chopra won competition and he's done. Where is the question coming from? Abhinav Bindra told me after the Athens Olympics, he was shooting at his best. He was winning everything, footboard notwithstanding. He said that's when he realized that if he has to take his game to the next level, you must change your technique when you're at your best, not at your worst. He had to ask himself, I will lose for the next year and a half. I will lose for the next year or two. Am I ready for that? Do I push myself to be, embrace discomfort, embrace this uncomfortable position when I'm at my best? And he agreed to doing that. 4 years later, he wins the Beijing gold medal. That's the story of Abhinav Bindra. So then, no question. Gargi, somebody's asking tickets. Who's this? Your friend Sanvi. I think Gil is getting rested because he never skips practice.
Sanvi, how much do you like Gil? It's always about Gil. Either she's.
I've seen that.
There have been negative comments also as well. Huh? Ki Gil ऐसा ही खेल रहा. I remember in England very, very
From
well.
Sanvi?
Yes, from Sanvi. And she was saying, I think he didn't look the part or something like that. It was
अच्छा मुझे ये याद नहीं है, but she keeps asking about Gil.
for 2-3 lives. They were all negative comments, and then, but whatever it is always about Gil. So Sanvi, what was the original question? I forgot.
Gil, is he going to be rested today?
Why would Gil be rested?
हाँ हो सकता है कल प्रैक्टिस में नहीं आया based on that issue से that Gil
हो
never
सकता है.
skips practice.
So
I mean
do you
rest
have
हो सकता
Sanju
है
open?
but possible. Somebody say is
At this
Shubman Gil done? Come on. boss.
अरे बाबा
Everyone is done.
हम भी डन हो जाते हैं.
Ashok, একজন করছে লিলুয়া মামা কোথায়?
Huh?
লিলুয়া মামা কোথায়?
What does Lily
মানে
want?
Mama, where is Mama? Mama is in Calcutta. Boria sir, when will open studio where we can see you regularly? Boss, you are seeing regularly any
What do
day.
you mean?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7
इससे
shows.
ज्यादा और क्या
हाँ
देखोगे?
एक से ज्यादा देखोगे तो पागल हो जाओगे. But on a serious note, by the way, yaar, that day, did you hear what Minu said, Ashok? That 1 o'clock at night, Vinod watches Red Sports on his phone, and Minu's told him, if I hear Boria's voice at 1 a.m. in the morning, I'll throw you
Now
out of the
he
house.
uses earphones.
Now he uses earphones. She said, I don't want to see Rev Sports at all when I'm trying to sleep. Now you get out of the room.
Many decades ago, Amitabh Bachchan said, "Line वहीं से शुरू होती है जहाँ हम खड़े हैं." So, in a similar tone, wherever we are, the studio happens. Right now in the car, we can do it anywhere.
Yeah, it is a media agnostic age. That is the whole fun of it. But on a serious note, you asked about the studio. It will get inaugurated in March. When we do Trailblazers Conclave, studio work is going on full throttle. Shormishta is in charge of that. And it will be a state-of-the-art studio in Kolkata. So you can come and watch. You can see that also from next year. Plus, in March, when the Trailblazers Conclave happens in Kolkata, the studio will get opened.
Okay, I want to
Someone
take
saying
one
nice way to beat the heat. Shriyansh Jain.
absolutely nice way.
There is no option.
By the way, we do have a garden umbrella, but even that
That
is
won't
not
work.
too hot.
उससे shade होगा गर्मी से थोड़ी बच पाएंगे. Sabyasachi Basu is saying, why is it that as a fan, if a person or a team fails in 1 or 2 matches, we say that he is over, but everyone has his or her bad day. I mean, we all go to office, right? We all work. If you are a coder and your code fails, does that mean you are done? If you are a salesperson and you can't reach your target, does that mean you're done? It's as simple as that. I don't know why. In the case of athletes, especially the ones that have been doing really well, someone like a Neeraj Chopra, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Sachin, I don't know however many names you want to take. As soon as they're going through a good patch, and as soon as they fail, it's done. That's not how life works.
Okay, all-rounder vlogs, that's a super chat. Boria, do you have any shame leaning towards BCCI's stupidity? Sky made a political statement which was against the spirit of the game, question mark. Are you asking or are you stating? What action will the ICC take against the Indian skipper? Firstly, do you have any shame leaning towards BCCI's stupidity? I have, I don't lean towards anyone. There's Vimal Mohan. I don't lean towards anyone. I only lean towards my conscience. If my conscience tells me to take a stand, whether it is pro BCCI, anti BCCI, X, Y, I don't care. I'll take that stand. I hope you get that. Surya Kumar Yadav is well and truly entitled. When Sachin Tendulkar dedicated the 2008 century against England after that 26/11 attacks to the victims, we celebrated it. Sport allows for peaceful protest for the last 100 years. It has allowed for peaceful protest. You're an idiot that you're even asking this question. I teach sport for a living, and I've taught sport around the world for a living, and I know what I'm talking about. Sport and political protest has always gone hand in hand. So it's not about BCCI stupidity, or I'm leaning towards what? I'm leaning towards what my conscience says. Surya Kumar Yadav's statement. Surya Kumar Yadav is well and truly entitled to making that statement because, again, I repeat this sport, whether it is Tommy Smith and John Carlos in 68, whether it is Jackie Robinson in 49, whether it is Curtis Flood in 63, how many instances do you want to understand? I don't think your knowledge of sport goes so far back, but the point is sport will forever be used. Forever be used. The Pakistan team did not shake hands with the English, I think, in 2004 or 2006. 2006 maybe from memory. So there are 1 million instances of the sporting field being used for making a political statement, which is a peaceful political statement. So don't give me gyan on what I want to or which side I am leaning. I am leaning which side my conscience tells me to lead. I hope you've got your answer. And don't waste your money and giving me super chats. I care two hoots about super chats on my platform. Hope you got that loud and clear. You got it? Now you understood it.
Take this comment. Take this comment.
Which one?
Go look at the screen.
What is it? Travis Ramraj is greater than Travis Head. ये क्या हो रहा है?
IIT Delhi Abu Dhabi is here to watch the match.
Can you?
And they are,
दिखाओ भाई. ये लो.
there's a large crowd, almost 50 people here.
Vimal Mohan is recording
Oh my
for
goodness.
NDTV with them.
Can we?
जाके उसको पंक्चर कर दूंगा तो रोना शुरू कर देगा विमल. मुझे भी अभी पकड़ेगा वो to go and shoot. Look at that. Look at that. IIT. So IIT Delhi has a campus in Abu Dhabi, huh, Ashok?
Yeah.
Nice. Look at that. At least about 100 odd spectators from IIT. Peace করে নেওয়া উচিত यार. Definitely, IIT Delhi, Vimal Mohan is shooting with them. Not bad. Enjoy. Gargi, beautiful visuals. Good job.
Thanks.
Beautiful visuals. देखो, this is Indian jugaad at its ultimate. Gargi से visuals without getting off the car, man. Ambushing Vimal Mohan's thunder. I'll tell Vimal, this is bad.
And thank God, Vimal has got everyone to, sort of stand like that, because we wouldn't have been able to do that from inside. Okay, so Hindi live, I think, has started. For those of you who are asking, this is Shubhayan with his entire setup outside. Right behind us. Okay, you will need to
चले जाओ खाने.
you will need to take this back.
So here's Shubhayan. Shubhayan is walking towards catching IIT Delhi. There's Shubhayan. ये ऊपर कैसे करेंगे?
वो नीचे का पकड़ के you'll have to do it.
Wait. Hold on.
Okay. Bye.
Wait. There you go, Ashok. Thoughts on the jugaad mechanism that you have just seen and perfected. रुको.
Yep.
Ashok, thoughts? Yes, in 2006, the Pakistan at the Oval, somebody's writing, Aryan Bagade, the Pakistan team did not shake hands against England. So I got it correct. I thought 2004 or 2006. 2006 it is. Ashok. Your thoughts? Yes.
Bharat has pulled out of the live show.
Bharat has gone to film the IIT Delhi gang.
Is he filming? Yeah,
he's filming. What are the consequences if PCB is found guilty? this is going to be a battle of attrition for some time. I don't think it is headed anywhere. That's Ashok.
That's what I said, that it is just the beginning of the action. We have not seen the peak yet, and I think there is going to be a cat and mouse thing that is going to evolve as we go forward. It'll be interesting to watch what happens, especially as we reach the business end of the tournament. But I think the implications of this is going to outlast the Asia Cup for sure, and it's better that concrete action is taken, deliberation is done, and action is taken. Otherwise, it will set very well.
One important.
This is the comment of the day. Bolche, Bharat has boycotted the car.
That's what I said, na? Ki Bharat has pulled out.
Really has a
the-
fan following.
Pulled out of the match. What I'm saying is, yes, the serious question that I wanted to ask here is, do you think the ICC and the ACC both, keeping in mind the larger perspective of growing the game, or keeping in mind the growth of the game in the subcontinent, will not do anything to Pakistan, since the cricket
Nothing
is
will
still on a decline?
Nothing will happen,
That's what I'm
because
saying.
what will happen is it will be to and fro, to and fro. Eventually, uh, I don't see a real. If you think some resolution will come up of that, I don't see any resolution. Shriyansh, you are asking me why I got pissed. Because I teach my sport and I study my sport with the highest amount of integrity and effort. So when some fool comes and gives me gyan about BCCI and all that, doesn't matter to me. In my career, 30 years, I've read and studied sport for a living. Every day I read, and I try to improve myself. So don't come and tell me, you come and challenge me on my notion. Don't come and tell me I'm leaning towards X and I'm leaning towards Y. It doesn't matter to me, and I don't care for such people. So that's the answer. I hope you understand the seriousness of the endeavor on my part, and I appreciate that. That's where it ends. Do you think Team India will be under more? This is a good question. Team India will be under more pressure not to lose the next match, Ashok? Aman Kumar.
This match, the Oman match?
No, the Pakistan game on Sunday. That the pressure will be more on India.
I I don't think so. Honestly, I think there is something in terms of talent that we have already talked no end in terms of how the Indian team outclasses the Pakistan team. We have said that the India A team is actually capable of beating this team. So that's not an issue. Then comes the issue of psychologically who is one step ahead. In my mind, there is no doubt that the way India has conducted themselves in terms of the team management, shielding the players and allowing them to focus on the cricket, they will come to the match with absolutely no pressure on them.
Kargi, this is an interesting question. Ashok says no. Do you
AC a bit.
Yeah.
take that question also, and also then there's a super chat from Parasuram again. Do you see any chance of Jitesh getting a game?
Jitesh getting a game. So, what do you want him to keep the wickets? Because I don't think that's happening. But
No, if he does play, he'll play in place of Sanju, but I don't see that happening with Sanju.
Because you want
If he
Sanju
does
to
play,
get game time.
yeah, because Sanju has not even batted. I mean, if Jitesh does play, then
what I'm saying.
what?
I'm making the same point of view. That if you're trying to play Jitesh, then he'll only play in place of Sanju Samson. But Sanju Samson himself hasn't gotten any game time. So, if today is the day where you want your players to get game time, then it's Sanju who's playing.
Namaskar, Boria. Shubho Mohalaya in advance. Missing Kolkata. Dekho, missing Kolkata. No, I've got friends here. Missing Aisha and Shormishta every second. That I do, and my mother. So Kolkata and এখন তো media agnostic Ashok and I on Sunday morning we will listen to Birendra Krishna Bhadro and Mohishashur Murdini, and we will Devi Pokkhe Shuru, we will wake up to that and listen to that incredible chant. এখন তো everything is available online. I don't think Gargi has ever had the pleasure of listening to Mohala, so we'll try and induct her. তাই না Ashok? That chant Birendra Krishna Bhadro on Mohala morning is something special. Have you had? You must try. That's the start of Durga
You
Puja.
get goosebumps on
You
your
get
on your
goosebumps.
skin when you listen to it.
Like Birendra Krishna Bhadro and Mohalaya that morning in radio, which is now obviously available on YouTube. It you need not understand Bangla. It's just the phonetics of it, the whole thing, the vibrations of it, the way it is. It's sensational, absolutely sensational. Okay, Yash, will there be handshake on Sunday again, and will Pakistan act like crybaby. Bharat, how was the experience of shooting with IIT? First, tell us that. What did you ask? Did you ask anything?
At that time, they basically went, but they were talking about who is their favorite player.
So who's their favorite player?
Someone said Hardik Pandya, and after that, they said India, 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 and that went.
Okay, that's it.
We will win, India will win, India will win some 6 times or 6, 7 times. They said that.
Okay, so that's about it from Bharat for.
Shreyash Jain is saying only way India can lose is if the word win is changed to lose.
ये क्या हो गया?
Just him being trying
What
to
is PCB's end game? What are they trying to achieve from this fiasco? Anyone wants to take that?
Good question, because I think it's ultimately about, because what happened during that handshake, clearly that has hammered the ego of the Pakistan team, Pakistan as a country as well. And after that, whatever PCB or Pakistan is doing is a knee-jerk reaction to it, because ultimately you also have to show your country or your public back home that we're doing everything in our power to make sure that the other the other team, or let's say whoever is at the opposition at that point, has bowed down to our demands. I think that's been the
Pakistan's end game, according to me, is to cater to their domestic constituents. That's the end game. As long as that's done, they don't care what the international community says. Ashok?
Yeah, see, look, when the no handshake gate happened, they had two options. One option was to maintain a stoicness about it and say, and grandstand the whole thing by really saying that we don't really care about it, and to get on with it. Could have been one option. The other would have been to think through what they really want to say, leading up to a end state in terms of what they want to communicate. Instead, what they have done is basically to react, which was actually a very knee-jerk reaction at that point of time. And clearly, you're right. I mean, it is to cater to the domestic cohorts that they have. But then what they're forgetting in this entire thing is that on the world stage, they're going to cut a very, very sorry figure by the time this is over.
There is a super chat
Le lo.
on your screen. Trading is saying, Boryada, do you think a tournament like the Asia Cup should have any future? This has been a weird journey where a team throws toys out of the pram and nothing happens. Nakwi has made a mess.
I said use the same phrase in my piece today. I've written exactly that. I've written precisely what you've talked about in the piece today. The future, it's not about you are not getting the point here. Whoever's asked that question, trading. The future is not just about the full members. 75% of the money goes to the full members and 25% goes to the associate members. For these associate members, this pot of money that they get, of the 25% which is divided among them, is a lot of money. That's how their cricket is sustained. Even among the full members, over a period of time, the entire, it is not about 16 to 18 million that was being bandied. It's about 23 to 25 million, if my math is right. That is what a full member country makes. Except India, for them it's like a peanut in a whatever, an ocean, because IPL will make them 6,000 crores. But for all of the other countries, this is serious money. And as long as that happens, you've sold broadcast till 30. There will be competition, these India-Pakistan games, etc., etc. I think the tournament will survive. But yes, in terms of governance, this tournament has been an absolute case study of how pathetic governance can become and how ridiculous the chairman's role has been. So in terms of governance, I think Asia Cup merits far better governance than what we have seen so far. That's what it is. We will continue for another 23 minutes, take the toss and then close the show. I hope the toss is on time.
Would you have ever imagined asking that question in the last 30 years of journalism?
No, I mean, and that is why I said, as a governance case study, this tournament has been completely mad. This is exactly what the opposite side of governance. That's what it is. Boryada, are you Moh Maya averse or are you done with Moh Maya? What does that even
I
mean?
have no clue. I'm trying to
এটা
understand
মানে
what
কি
that
আসলে
says.
বুঝতে পারছেন? Are you done with Moh Maya, etc.? বুঝতে পারছি না আমি। ভাই পরিষ্কার করে বল।
Fitmonk is saying Oman team to Indian team. पाकिस्तान का गुस्सा हमारे ऊपर मत दिखाना.
India is way too far ahead.
Yeah.
Way too far ahead. So
No, unfortunately, Oman have lost some of their players as well. So that is
That Bharat has been making this point for a pretty long time. Why is it not getting sorted, Bharat?
it has got sorted, but it got sorted too late. By then, some of their players like Prajapati and others, they had lost their jobs, so they just had no other choice but to leave Oman. So that is how it is.
Hmm. By the way, Satwik Chirag has made the semi-final of the China Open 750 again, and I think the Brothers of Destruction are properly back. And the semi-final will be against hopefully, wait, let's check the draw. It's Chiaso versus that the other opponent, and it's not yet started. I mean, Carnaldo and Maulana versus Chiaso. That's the quarterfinal. But the other one is Kim and Seo. They are the favorites. They are unbeatable this year. Kim and Seo will play Fikri and Alfian. So Fikri and Alfian versus Kim and Seo, and Satwik Chirag versus, hopefully it will be Chiaso again. So it will be another cracking Chiaso Satwik Chirag match tomorrow. Gargi.
Sudhir is here.
उसको बुलाओ.
I don't have his number.
Wait.
There is
Bharat,
Never mind. But go
Bharat,
bring
can you
him.
call Sudhir? Wait, I'll go. तुम
No,
जाओगे
वो
तुम
खुल जाएगा.
ओ फिर तो ये गिर जाएगा.
हाँ, exactly.
तुम लोग जाओगे वो आएगा नहीं.
नहीं मैं बुलाती हूँ.
रुको उसको बोलते हैं, उसको फोन करते हैं, वो आ जाएगा.
He will play the shank for us.
हाँ एक बार शंख बजा देगा.
Will India shake hands with Pakistan in the
ये
next
आप
match?
होल्ड करो, मैं उसको बुलाता हूँ.
Okay. Oopsie. Trying to adjust status. He's doing an interview at the moment, but let's take some of the comments here. Shriyas Jain, because you are the only Bengali in the car now, ki jhalmuri miss korche ki?
অবশ্য ঝালমুড়ি না থাকলে কি করে হবে? ঝালমুড়ি, ফুচকা, কাঠি রোল সবই মিস হচ্ছে.
Aryan Bagari saying even base ticket is available on official website. 40 lakh Indians, kaha gaya? 15 lakh Pakistanis. Looks like boycott had the same effect. What does that mean?
বয়কট.
I think I don't know what they're trying. What are you trying to say, Aryan? Boycott had same effect? Some effect, some. My God, I can't see even with my chashma. Do you think it's a result of the boycott, or is it a result of the fact that cluster tickets were being sold and now the individual tickets are up?
Absolutely. I think they are
Yeah.
just opening it up. I mean, there is a system and method and process to this, even when it comes to music events, and that is the process they would have followed, which is why it's opening up.
Yeah.
I don't think reading any conspiracy theory into it is right.
Lots of the same. Will India shake hands? Bharat, what are your thoughts? Will India shake hands?
India will shake hands with everyone else, but I don't think we will see them shaking hands with Pakistan. They have made a statement. They've made a statement in terms of they won't shake their hands in the previous match.
Mm-hmm.
I have got feeling that they won't do it against Pakistan in this particular tournament, because once you set a precedent, that
Then you can't go back
tend
from
to
it.
follow it.
Yeah, and if India does shake hand with Pakistan in the next game, that will be an absolute mess, because
Yes.
everyone will say that that's double standards and something like that.
So they have no other choice. I
Yeah.
think they'll continue with that particular policy.
Okay, from Sanvi, for the first time ever, I've heard her talk about someone other than Shubman Gill. Sanvi is saying needs 6 sixes from Abhishek. Never before has it seemed easier. Bharat, a word on Abhishek and how he's been performing?
Yeah, see, Abhishek Sharma has just one mantra: you ball, I hit. That's what he basically does. First ball, if you notice, let it be Jofra Archer, let it be Mark Wood, let it be Ramadan, whoever it is. Shaheen Shah Afridi obviously is not in the best of form, but whoever it is, he will just go after that particular bowler from ball one. So considering Oman's attack, as I noted, they have lost some experience. Mehran, couple of other guys are missing from action due to the controversial pay dispute, and because of that, Oman's attack looks quite modest. So Abhishek Sharma has a chance to do something miraculous, but it could also be something like Abhishek Sharma hits 3 sixes, tries to hit another one, and gets caught in the deep. That also could happen. But looking at Oman's attack, I think he has a chance. So I just have to add one more point. Just a couple of days ago in the practice session, Abhishek Sharma was looking to defend. That really surprised me. That's the first time I've ever seen in practice sessions Abhishek Sharma looking to defend almost every ball. Maybe he's thinking not for today's game. Maybe in the near future, you would look at Abhishek Sharma after the power play, trying to play slightly differently and trying to play longer innings.
Sanvi's saying I do talk about others, I just don't spam it. Could possibly be the reason why we miss it. Okay, will India wear new jersey with sponsor name today? No. Throughout the tournament, they will go with the same jersey. Praveen is saying Andy Pycroft, without doing anything, has taken revenge of Pakistan.
I think I think this drama is still unfolding. We'll have to keep watching this space because I don't think that we have reached
The end
the
of
end
it.
of this.
No, no, not at all. Because there's so much to be done. Because we'll have to wait and see what the ICC now replies to PCB. We know that PCB has written back to the ICC saying that it's we were well under our rights to go in and record, and the media manager's presence is not a violation in the PMOA. So we'll have to wait and watch about what happens to that. But if there's something that's clear is that PCB has misrepresented that meeting completely. That I don't know where it came from, where it was feeded from, but there were lies peddled on the fact that Andy Pycroft apologized to the team and all of that, which was okay. That's not the team bus. Sorry. I don't think this is where the team bus would go from.
No. I
Not
think
at
it
all.
comes from the other.
Yeah.
If I could make a statement on, just continuing on what
Yeah.
Bharat said with regard to Abhishek Sharma, I think 2 points I wanted to make. One is I think, Abhishek Sharma is clearly the product of the IPL generation, if I could call it that term, which is that they are not brought up on the classic opening bat strategy of getting a sense of the wicket, waiting and figuring out the conditions before they launch into their strokes. But they are really from the IPL generation where you come in and you look at every opportunity to score quickly. A good 30, 35 runs is as good as a half century or a century in this kind of a format. And therefore, there is a method to the madness. It is not just pinch hitting or not just opportunistic hitting, which is basis, that you kind of you have a good day and you may have a bad day, but there is a science to it. The second thing, obviously, is that he's obviously inspired and coached by Yuvraj Singh, and Yuvraj's 6 sixes obviously would be a big factor. But I don't think he comes with a mindset of saying that I'm going to hit every ball out of the park for a six.
So we have Sudhir here. By the way, Sudhir को लेके बहुत सारे controversy हुआ है. I can vouch to all our viewers that he is an ardent supporter of Indian cricket, has always been, always and always has given his 100% to support the Indian team, and everyone should remember that and not abuse him. It is wrong to abuse him. For 20 years, he has been an ardent fan and a supporter of India.
No, 25 years.
25 years. So, Sudhir, he is and will continue to support the Indian team with all his fervor. Shank?
ये शंख नहीं, ये है जंग ऐलान, टीम इंडिया सबसे महान. भारत माता की जय.
Well done. सावधानी से रहना. And we'll
सर,
catch up.
आपकी गाड़ी यहीं पार्किंग लगेगी?
यही parking.
तो मैं देखता हूँ, अगर डंडा नहीं जाने देगा ना तो आप
हाँ, तो फिर गाड़ी में आके
मैं पहले ट्राई करता हूँ.
ट्राई करो. अगर नहीं लाना दिया तो आके यहाँ रख दो.
जो
इशू नहीं.
नहीं जाने देगा फिर तो
आके रख देना. मैं 5 मिनट खत्म करके करता हूँ तुम्हारे साथ. चलो.
Acha, we have a super chat that is specifically
शुभान ने उसको वो सवाल भी पूछ लिया कि तुम्हारे बारे में ये कंट्रोवर्सी हुआ, तुम पाकिस्तान.
what controversy?
He went and hugged that Pakistan supporter, no? उसको लेके serious controversy हो गया था. So he said that he basically had gone to console that guy after the defeat.
Oh,
So that's what he had done. He had gone to console that Pakistani guy after the defeat. That's what he had done.
Okay, there's a super chat for you. It says, Boria, where were you all these years? You were once the face of Indian sports media. Make yourself more visible. Don't let your talent go to waste. I am
Who
watching
is
this
this?
channel because I saw you there. Nikhil Lazarus.
My friend, if you've not seen me, then I don't know. I've given all my life to doing sport every single day of the last few years, written multiple books, founded Rev Sports, created enormous amount of content, written, I think, 1,000 columns. Nikhil, I don't know what to answer. Clearly, my work has not been good enough and inspiring enough for you to follow. But if you come back and followed, that's great. But honestly, it has been an honest endeavor and will be an honest endeavor to do holistic multi-sporting coverage of Indian sport and take the legacy forward. That is precisely what has been the ambition. And now with our own platform to allow more and more people like Gargi, like Bharat, to come forward. I've got colleagues like Ashok, senior people who've joined us and backed us. I think it is a dream that we are living to disrupt sports coverage and take sports coverage to a different level, where people like you, Nikhil, are very, very welcome and very, very needed. Because ultimately, to take sports coverage forward and making it multi-sport. Now, tell me, we are talking about India, Pakistan. Several thousand people have watched. How many are talking about Satvik Chirag today? How many have talked about Gulveer not qualifying by 0.19 seconds? He came ninth in his second heat and did not qualify. Back. Okay.
Oh, we have
ये
one
इसका
more fan.
नो हाँ वो तो आ ही गया है वो राम बाबू बट इसका गाड़ी में ये रखना पड़ेगा इरफान किधर है
Chabi se ye. नहीं, why
He's
did
opened
it
it. He's opened it.
He's opened it. हाँ डाल दो हाँ डाल दो
Where do you open the boot from?
पता नहीं शंख भी जाने देगा कि नहीं हुआ
अगर नहीं जाने देगा तो गाड़ी में आके डाल दो
I love Rinku. Please call Gigi Boria.
बोतल ले लेते हैं
हाँ
ले लीजिए।
की चाहिए
पानी का बोतल।
हाँ ले लो पानी का बोतल ले लो क्या क्या बोला क्या नहीं समझा मैं
Nothing.
आई लव रिंकू प्लीज कॉल जीजी बोरिया था मतलब
पता नहीं ऐसे
आई थिंक टाइम टू
Gautam Gambhir to make him play.
time to
so Rinku needs to play
So
that's
he's
what
asking
he's
you to
meaning
call him to get him to play. I think I am getting a hang of these comments. You know,
I am
I can become the official decoder.
translator. Comment YouTube comment lingo to actual layman language. Where's PCB heading?
I
Only
think you should
PCB.
ask Boria that question about the jhalmudi.
हाँ, someone
He
was
may
saying.
give a better answer.
Wait. I will read it manually. কি ঝালমুড়ি মিস করছে কি?
হ্যাঁ
ঝালমুড়ি মিস করছেন?
নিশ্চয়ই ঝালমুড়ি কালকে অশোকের বাড়িতে খাবো অশোক আপনার বাড়িতে মুড়ি আছে
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ মুড়ি আছে।
ভারত have you had ঝালমুড়ি tomorrow is your
Oh my
induction day
goodness.
Gargi will be the maker in chief tomorrow ঝালমুড়ি
কালকে কুক আউট, স্পোর্টস কুক আউট।
কাল rev sports cook out day I'll make something what are you making you'll bake something
We need stuff for that.
so we'll get the stuff done so Gargi will bake I'll make the ঝালমুড়ি Ashok will make something and Bharat
আমি
will
চা বানাবো।
Ashok will make the saffron tea correct Bharat will be our guest in chief
Okay, Siddharth Soor is asking who might be the next BCCI president, who has more chances. Your thoughts?
Tough one. I mean, I'm in touch obviously, and multiple discussions and debates are going on. But anybody who says that the BCCI president is decided 9 days in advance knows nothing about BCCI politics. So if I stick my neck out today, I will be wrong. I will be mistaken in doing that. I will not jump the gun. But I can tell you, hectic parlaying will be on and we'll have a decision. We'll have a decision, but it's too early. It's way too early, whoever has asked this question, to kind of say anything.
Should we? My phone's about to die, by the way. Can you please plug this in? Because I just got a notification on my laptop that my phone is about to die.
You are a superstar. You keep getting notifications from everywhere.
Charging.
She has a phone which is getting plugged. Unreal. Ashok, comment on this.
The front end is the back end.
Come on, Ashok.
She belongs to a different generation.
I honestly wouldn't be able to do all
We
this.
will not be able to keep pace, so it's best to avoid.
And let the ball outside off stump and appreciate.
Absolutely.
Great.
See, manage with dignity.
There is every reason, no, for a decision. Why do you think she's the producer of my 5 at 5? Because I know I'm a technologically challenged person. Give it to her. Let her do the job. And you'll be happy. You're in safe hands.
Fitmonk is saying such a boring Asia Cup followed by home test series against West Indies. I am waiting for Ashes now.
I don't think so. I actually don't think
Not
so.
at all.
Entertaining
Yeah.
Asia Cup.
No, let's talk about this. I don't think it is
Boring.
It is boring. I mean, and I don't know why the India West Indies such connotations are being thrown up already.
And by the way, they're a good side. That
Huh?
bowling attack,
Exactly.
Jaden Seals and the other fellows.
And in Indian conditions, you never know what might happen.
The batting lineup is too.
Yeah, that is the point. That is the point.
Boria Bhai, there are rumors you are joining NDTV Sports as NDTV Sports editor.
No, I'm not. I'm already their sports editor consulting, and it's the contract that I've had with them. I steer their sports. And I am. I mean, I am part of the NDTV setup as sports editor, as consulting sports editor, but that's what it is. Rev Sports will forever remain my dream, my baby, my life's love, and all of that. NDTV is a consultancy like many other consultancies I have. So I've got to also be, NDTV is not one. I've got 5, 6, 7 other consultancies. I do contribute to NDTV regularly. Vimal Mohan's here right outside waiting, and I will have to do a piece with him, which I will.
Should we
5 मिनट आपको टॉस लेना है.
आज अभी
7
8 मिनट है. Shriyansh is saying गुस्सा मत करना बोरिया सर.
क्यों
But
करें?
are there any chances of Venki Mysore being sacked?
Why? Why should he be
For what?
sacked?
कुछ हुआ क्या?
नहीं नहीं.
नहीं.
I have not heard. Ashok कुछ सुने क्या नहीं?
No, nothing. I don't know where that's
regarding?
coming from.
आज अर्शदीप खेलेंगे breaking news. Ajit Kumar is giving us breaking news.
Lovely to hear that.
We'll have to wait and watch whether that happens or not.
Arshdeep can play.
Yeah, I also think it's a possibility because he was batting. Or has he batted in every
Somebody
single-
saying I'm standing at Charmatha More, Shambhajar and viewing your live. भाई बासे गोलबाड़ीতে গিয়ে মাংস খানা.
I have no idea what that means.
শ্যামবাজার রোডে দাঁড়িয়ে আছিস গোলবাজিতে যা না হলে হাতিবাগানের রাস্তাটা ধরে গিয়ে সেন মশাই থেকে মিষ্টি খা. কাজের কাজ কর পুজোর সময়.
No, I don't.
What?
Shriyansh is saying Gargi wants to open her Insta, let her go Boria da. Are?
No, she's okay with all this. She doesn't waste her time.
Sir, when will Pakistan be suspended from ICC for that deceitful con? No one will be suspended from ICC.
There will be. PCB deleted the video. No. From what I know,
No,
they've
it's still there. Let me check.
I don't think they've deleted the video. Have they deleted the video? PCB?
No. I saw it some time back, a few hours back.
Boria sir, will you be in Guwahati on 30th September for the opening Women's World Cup match? No, I will not be. I'm actually in Dubai till 1st because my wife and daughter are coming. Video's there? Yes.
That's the Pycroft video.
Yeah, it's there. I don't think it's deleted. No, it's not. The only thing is...
Okay, I was seeing the key audio.
Back audio. So no, I will not be in Guwahati. Trisha and we'll have 3 reporters in Guwahati. Trisha, Sneha, Shish, and there will be 3 reporters in Guwahati. Don't worry. We'll have Bharat Smile is back. Bharat, people are saying that. I will be in Dubai. I'll be in Dubai with Ashok and we'll see Pujo here with Ashok till the 1st. My wife and daughter are coming on the 28th. Gargi is going back to Delhi on the 29th morning and will be covering the Para World Championships. I'm very, very pleased that she's agreed to do that from the day she's going back. That shows commitment. And I'm extremely pleased about that.
Off topic, is Gargi Maharashtrian? Yes.
That was an emphatic yes. Half Bengali now.
I am also proud. You guys are also half Maharashtrian then.
Yeah. Well, we are Indian at the end of the day. I need to learn. Ashok, you know how many languages he knows?
How many?
Ashok Kota?
7.
7. My goodness.
And
How
he's
many?
and fluent in all.
Which ones?
4 South Indian,
Hmm.
Hindi, Bengali,
Wow.
a little bit of Oriya.
He knows Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, and fluent in all. All. He's a language whiz. Absolute whiz. Any chances of Debashish, Mama, CAB president, no single Bengal wide ball player.
I think comment of the day goes to this.
Oh, एक second. ये क्या है? No single. Wait. What does that mean?
कौन सा? No single, no Bengal white ball player. I mean, Bengal से कोई white ball team में नहीं है.
अच्छा.
Gargi, please say something in Marathi.
काय म्हणायचं आहे सांगा. मी म्हणते मग. समीप कुमार.
You always defend Iyer. You have not talked about India A series failure and Duleep Trophy failure. Look, people will fail, but that doesn't make him a bad player. That doesn't make him someone unworthy to be a part of this team. Duleep Trophy was a longer format. T20, the way he played in the IPL, the way he had a domestic season, there's every reason to believe he deserved a spot in this team. And I absolutely endorse that. Bharat has also made that point. Bharat, Shreyash Iyer, should he have been there? Are we unnecessarily praising Iyer?
I don't think we are. See, Shreyas Iyer is a pretty good player of spin. Obviously, he's played in that India versus Australia game and he got out LBW, I guess. But everyone can fail. And that's what happened with Iyer. But I still think he can get into the Indian test side. But mainly for home conditions, home comforts, because he's a pretty good player of spin. I'm not very sure whether he can play in Siena conditions. And as far as the Asia Cup is concerned, I don't think there is a place for him in this squad. Yes, he could have been there as a reserve player, which unfortunately they decided.
Bharat, quickly, one line in Bengali, public demand.
I'm sure you can.
Amar naam Bharat Ramraj.
Okay.
Say it.
If someone want Aman
Amar naam Bharat Ramraj. बोलो ना यार.
Aman Naam Bharat Ramraj.
That's
There
it.
you are.
खूब भालो.
खूब भालो. Very nice.
Very well.
Someone asked about Kannada or Tulu, I can.
हाँ तो मेरे को भी सिखाओ. My name is Boria in Kannada. सिखाओ.
ನನ್ನ
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು
Slow.
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಬೋರಿಯಾ ಮುಜುಮ್ದಾರ್.
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಬೋರಿಯಾ ಮೊಜುಮ್ದಾರ್.
Nanna Hesaru Boria Mazumdar. Very good. Learned. And in Maharashtrian?
माझं नाव
Maze now.
हाँ बोरिया मुजुमदार आहे.
Boria Mazumdar. Nice.
Okay.
Okay, good. And last few minutes on the show.
Everyone's bilingual.
Gargi, please say the same thing in Bengali.
क्या चीज?
What Bharat said.
আমার नाम गार्गी राउत.
You say तो.
मैं तो बोल सकती हूँ, बस मुझे लिख के दे दो.
So Gargi says it. Ashok has all the languages. Bharat done. Okay, it's time for toss. Once the toss is done, we will go in.
1 minute
It's
to
toss
go.
time. Arshdeep should give him. Boria has made me watch all his videos getting addicted. Arey bapre, don't get addicted.
As soon as we have the team sheet, we can call it alive.
Yeah, we've finished. We've done a long.
1 hour 20.
Boria sir, Boria bhai, why is your book not available on Amazon? All books are available. Which book are you after? Tell me.
Banned.
No, it's very much available.
He wants to keep the shank as well, of course.
दे दो बाबा.
मैं पीछे रख दूं
हाँ रख दो. जहाँ ये हाथ दे दो.
क्योंकि ये इम्पोर्टेंट है मेरा सर.
Obviously.
स्टिक पीछे रखे.
Obviously.
थैंक यू.
ये सामने ही रखते.
Yeah,
So Sudhi's shank, they're not allowing him
possession.
to
Just-
take it in. रख दो यार.
This will be our
No, put it
prop,
inside my ball.
prop for the
आगे नीचे दे.
इधर नीचे.
एक हाथ दे दो.
prop for the show. Just remember it's kept here, or we'll go away with it.
इसको देके जाना पड़ेगा. Because
Say the same thing about 25 times.
What to catch attention?
because it's still fine.
Attention economy.
Which book are you after? Whichever book you are after is available on Amazon. Right? So definitely. I don't know which book he's talking about.
Okay.
Our team has come. Okay, so Indian team. Let me give you the
Okay.
team.
There we have it.
We have the team, and it is Surya Kumar Yadav, captain.
Unchanged.
Surya Kumar Yadav, captain. Shubman Gill, vice captain. Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson. Sanju Samson at 3.
Yeah.
Tilak Verma, Shivam Dubey, Jitesh is
I said-
in 12, not playing.
Okay.
Hardik Pandya, Aksar Patel, Varun Chakravarti not playing. Kuldeep Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah not playing. Harshit Rana and Ashdeep Singh both get a game. Bharat Ramraj said this, both get a game.
Yeah.
Jasprit Bumrah rested, Varun Chakravarti rested. So that's India's team. Surya Kumar Yadav, Shubman Gill. But Surya is not batting at 3, it is Sanju Samson.
Tilak is at 6.
Yeah, so they clearly are
Hardik
giving
at
people
4.
batting.
Hardik at 4.
They're giving
Yeah.
people batting. So Shubman Gill, Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson, Tilak Verma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, Shivam Dubey, Aksar Patel, Harshit Rana, Arshdeep Singh, and Kuldeep Yadav. That's the Indian
team.
team. Gargi, can you
Very-
check the toss and we can go in, please?
Let's see the toss. I don't think it will be out yet.
India opt to bat. So that's the toss update that I'm getting. India opt to bat. They've won the toss and are batting. So it's time to call the show and we will be back end of the game. Thank you very much, folks, for watching. On behalf of Gargi, Bharat, Ashok, Sudhir, his Shank, everybody else around, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.